Hi, I'm Jamie, and a warm welcome from the Ben and Cobble Lotus team. Today, we've got something a bit special back. You might recognise this dear friend here, the rather special Lotus Emira that we did for a very good client of ours quite recently. A bit bittersweet. Unfortunately, Andy, a good friend of ours, is a bit unwell, so he's had to sell the car. We jumped at buying it back. It was obviously a no-brainer, which means the good news is for you guys is there's an opportunity to buy something rather special here. There's quite a lot to go over this car, so I'll start at the beginning, what it was before and what it is now. So this car is originally a 73 plate car. It's the V6 engine, so 400 horsepower. It's got the automatic 6-speed gearbox, so that means it's got a 0 to 60 of 4.6 seconds and a top speed of 169 miles an hour. Love the V6 engine, very torquey. It's got 420 newton meters of torque. It's now a two-owner car. It's covered 9,800 miles and it's for sale today at £68,995. Now, this has had quite a lot done to it, so there is a reason why it's a little bit higher priced than if it was just standard, but I think you'll agree that it's very reasonable considering what's been done. Originally, it's and still Nimbus Grey paintwork, and it had the black leather interior. That's obviously changed. You'll be able to see that. I'll go over that more, but originally from the factory, Nimbus Grey, black leather interior, automatic gearbox that I just touched on. It had the touring suspension, that's all changed as well. Scorpion tracker, it's got the Goodyear Eagle F1 tyres, it's got black calipers, and it's got privacy glass. I'm going to walk around now and go over the various upgrades again. If you've seen my previous video, you'll recognise a lot of it. There have been a few more things done, so very, very cool, exciting car. I'm delighted to be selling on behalf of Andrew. I'm not going to go over some of the bits that have been done to this car and what's been done since you've last seen it. For those who have watched the video before, you'll recognise a lot of these items, but there are a few little new touches that have been added since you've last seen it. Starting with the obvious, it's got the orange and blue vinyl stripes on the car. They're in a matte finish, which complements the Nimbus Grey beautifully. Paired with that, you've got the lovely bespoke interior, again, orange and blue themed. A bit akin to the Golf livery. Obviously, I appreciate that Lotus hasn't really officially raced in the Golf livery, but it's such an iconic scheme. People love it, and it's just such a great pairing. And I've seen it in a lot of Elises, Exiges, and it just works ever so well. So we wanted to do that again. With the interior, we've changed the seats. So the seats themselves are orange Alcantara with blue Alcantara and a grey Alcantara with a bespoke orange and blue stitch. We've also changed the door cards, same colour theme, and also the steering wheel. So really nice, looks beautiful. Other bits that we've done to the car, I'm sort of calling these the visual fluffy bits. We've changed the seatbelt webbing to orange. We've also anodised the engine cover. That's in a lovely sport red, which is great. Now we come on to the lightweight performance options, which are what are more associated with Lotus. I've always said that Emira is a wonderful car. It's a beautiful sports GT car. I'd always like to see it more towards the sports category, which is what Lotus are really famous for. And some of the things we've done to this car have done that. It's moved it more into the sports column and much more as a Lotus should be. So we'll start with the damper platforms. We've removed the Bilstein dampers. It was on the touring setup. We've now replaced it with a Nitron Fast Road kit. So it's a lot more positive. Obviously, it's not as compliant as the Bilsteins is for normal road driving, but it's just that positivity. It's a bit quicker over the surface with its feel. It's a great pairing. We've changed the alloy wheels, so we've gone for a Bowler FLZ ultra lightweight wheel. Really beautiful design. Normally, aftermarket wheels don't look great on cars. I think, hopefully, you'll agree when you look at the video and the pictures. It's stunning. It works ever so well. We've also changed the exhaust system. Not Lotus's fault, but the exhaust is a little bit quiet. Unfortunately, the fun police out there in legislation means it's restricted both with the airbox and the exhaust. So it's a little bit quiet, doesn't sound as good as the previous generation of Boras. We've remedied that. We are a Miltech authorised supplier, and we'd be foolish not to take advantage of that. So we have put the full Miltech system on. So we've gone for a rear box. We've gone for the GPF pipe delete, which is a DCAT, and we've also gone for the active valve unit control system. So that's a little fob which will allow you to open and close the valves on the exhaust so you can make it quiet or loud as you feel. Other performance bits for the car, carbon fibre. You can't have a sports car without carbon fibre. So we've gone for the carbon fibre front splitter here. There's a carbon fibre rear diffuser, and also we've put some carbon fibre in the engine bay, which just looks beautiful on this car. Really special, lovely spoke. many thousands of pounds spent, and it's an opportunity for you guys to take advantage of that. I'm now going to walk you through the car and go over these bits in a bit more detail. Here at the front nose of the Lotus Emira, you'll notice the Lotus approved number plate. Being a Lotus main dealer, what that means is it's gone through a thorough Lotus used approved inspection, so you've got peace of mind knowing the car is prepared correctly. It's a September registered car, so the manufacturer's warranty expires in September 26. We will top that up with a further 6-month warranty, so you've got peace of mind for at least 12 months with warranty coverage there. Wanted to show you some of the details on the front of this car. We've got the carbon fibre front splitter that's been added to this, beautifully done. The lovely little weave pattern here, there's the centre line on it. A beautiful piece that adds a real visual impact to this car. You've got your vinyl little stripe here, integrated into the front nose badge. I always talk about the headlamps on the Emiras. They're wonderful, beautifully designed, great HID bulbs, wonderful for nighttime driving. I particularly like this Emira logo integrated into the headlamp itself. Coming down the side profile of the car, have to show you this front alloy wheel. It is stunning. This Bowler FSL ultra lightweight alloy looks beautiful. A bit tricky to clean, but it's a really pretty piece, and it really does take further weight out of the corner of this wheel. And one thing I haven't mentioned yet is it's got titanium wheel bolts. They are a chunk of change, and they are the ultimate iteration of lightweight. You've also got your Nitron Fast Road dampers under here. It's still sat on the Goodyear Eagle F1 tyres. You've got your 4-pot black AP calipers here. So really nice alloy wheel brake system suspension. Coming down the corner profile of the car, you've got your power fold door mirrors here. And one little option this car has is privacy glass. What that means is you've got this little rear quarter glass panel here, which has been tinted, as is the tailgate. Here at the rear end of this Lotus Emira, you're greeted by the wonderful visual of this added carbon fibre rear diffuser piece. Really beautiful, and I think visually it works so well on the car. You've obviously got your normal gloss black diffuser here, which has reversing sensors integrated into it, and there's a reversing camera under here. But this just adds a really lovely visual and helps focus the airflow out. You've obviously got your twin cannons here for your exit pipe, which sound as good as they look with the Miltech exhaust system. Talking of which, I should show you the key and the active valve control unit for this exhaust system. So this is the Miltech active valve control unit here. Pull that down, you've got 1 and 2, so open and close. You can control the exhaust valves. Here is your Lotus Emira key. You've got your boot release, lock, unlock and lock, and then obviously the Lotus logo. Nice little slogan here. For the drivers, Lotus is very much a brand for the drivers, and as I alluded to earlier on in my presentation, it's got a Cat 5 tracker on this car. Going into the boot itself, opening the car, you're greeted by this beautiful carbon fibre engine cover. So lovely engine surround here. You've got an anodized red supercharger cover on the top, which is a nice little personalised touch. And then going into the boot area here, really practical boot, lovely aperture to get flight bags in. The corner space can be fully utilised if you pack well. For those that have seen my videos before, I always wax lyrically about this Toyota engine. It's such a great pairing with a Lotus sports car. I've always had the view that British engineering is the best on the planet when it comes to the engineering, ride and handling of the car, and to a certain degree the design of the car. But sometimes Lotus's weak points has always been the drivetrain. Since our relationship with Toyota that started in 2004, we've resolved all of those issues. This is a bomb-proof engine. It loves to be driven, really spirited, and really reasonable cost of ownership. I mean, we don't have to do a lot, unfortunately, from a servicing point of view. So you've got a minor service, which is around sort of £500, a medium service, which is £750, and then a major, which is towards £1,000. So all pretty reasonable for a car of this caliber. And the service schedule works with minor, medium, minor, major, and that's the sequence that then repeats. So part of the appeal with the Emira, not only have you got a breathtakingly beautiful car that's really easy to live with, staggering performance, and it is great fun, it's got really reasonable ownership costs, and that's got to be an appeal with the Lotus Emira. And as I always say, this engine is partly thanks to all of that. Service intervals are every 10,000 miles or 12 months, whichever comes first. And our service centre in Guildford is where you go for the servicing. It's based at Westfield Road, and the postcode's GU1 1RR. Working our way to the inside of this very special Lotus Emira, you're immediately greeted by this wonderful bespoke door card. As I touched on, it's got the dark grey Alcantara on the outer part of the shell. You've got this lovely orange and blue Alcantara contrast. We've gone for an orange contrast stitching above and below, which works really nicely. You've got this wonderful KEF audio. For those that don't know, KEF is a traditional household audio system, very high end, and this was their first venture into automotive, and we're delighted that they chose Lotus. You've got a really good quality stereo system with this car, which traditionally was one of our weaker points of its previous models, so it's great to have KEF with us. Here is the wonderful Alcantara steering wheel, again dark Alcantara trimmed with a blue TDC marker and orange contrast stitching. Working our way to the driver's seat, you're immediately greeted by this orange seat webbing, which we changed, which is nice, and then this wonderful seat. Again, the dark Alcantara theme continues on the outer part of the seat. You've got your blue Alcantara here on certain accents, and then obviously head, back and bottom is orange Alcantara, again with flashes of the blue Alcantara. Really beautiful and lovely bespoke trim work. All Lotus Emira first editions benefit from full heated electric memory seats. You've got two memory positions for your seats. The seats can be adjusted on this little switch here. You've got your forwards and backwards. Hopefully my hands don't block the view. You've got your rake adjustment here. You can bring the height of the seat up if you want by lifting this up. And the final switch here is your lumbar support. So you've got on this circle up, down, forwards and backwards to adjust the lumbar accordingly. Being an automatic car, you don't have to worry about setting up on the clutch pedal. You just need to set up with your right foot on the brake, and you can adjust the steering wheel, putting the lever down, and then you can either bring the steering wheel towards you, push it away, go up or down. And then when you've got your ideal driving position, simply lock in place. The Lotus Emira has been a hugely successful car for Lotus. It's obviously partly down to its staggeringly beautiful looks. It benchmarks incredibly well against supercars and hypercars visually, and for the buck, I don't think there's a prettier car on the market today. But it's also the fluffy bits that this car has that previous iterations haven't. And what I mean by that are things like obviously front sensors, rear sensors, cameras, practical day-to-day things, but the interior, it was always a bit secondary. It was very suited for the driver on previous cars, great driving position, but it didn't really have any bits inside the cabin, and it was a bit lonesome for the passenger, whereas this is a really nice place to be. It's such a beautiful integrated interior. I'm sure you'll see a lot from the pictures and things like that, but it's not compromised. It's very high end, and that's always been one of the weaker points for Lotus. You've got this beautiful steering wheel, you've got haptic controls here, you've got a wonderful digital dash, a great big integrated screen here, lovely switchgear, really high end, lovely quality feel to it. So it's a lovely place to be, the Lotus Emira. But there's also the practical elements. You've got little pockets here on the door card, which is a first for us to put bits. You've got twin cup holders. You've got a little armrest here where you've got some stowage inside. You've got your stop start button. You've got your automatic gearbox here. How this will work is you go into normal drive setting. You do have the ability to manually adjust the gears left and right should you wish, and you also have paddles here. So I generally drive it in auto mode, but if I want to go onto manual selection, I'll downshift on here and I'll upshift on the right paddle. You've got single zone climate control system here and the lovely integrated screen, which does have either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, whichever suits. One thing I wanted to show you is there's some additional stowage behind the seats here. Obviously it's got a pretty practical boot with a good aperture to get luggage in, but there's another little section here behind the seats which helps any overspill of luggage that you might have. Simply bring the seat forward, either the driver's or the passenger side, and then you've got a little catch here at the top that'll bring the seat forward, and that'll gain you access to this little parcel shelf here just behind the seats. Appreciate it's a bit dark, but hopefully you can see it. Little stowage net here to keep luggage in place, but really useful for just any overspill that you might have coming from the boot area. I hope you enjoyed the vehicle presentation. There's this very special Lotus Emira. If you're really tempted to buy it, please get in touch quick. I have a feeling this is going to go really quickly. Let's see. Please get in touch with the Lotus sales team. Our telephone number is 01483 281000 and press option 1 for sales. Alternatively, please click on the inquiry button. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.